Hey. Oh my God, today it actually tells me that it's live and it's ticking the numbers. How great. So today we're on day 7 of this little body confidence discussion chit chat challenge. And I wanted to talk about how it can feel a little hard to even consider that you could go from not feeling good about your body to like suddenly be in full body confidence, loving your body, loving every aspect of it, feeling super sexy, feeling like all these things, right? It can feel like a jump. And so what I want you to actually think about is that it's a progression, it's a process, but how close, like how much closer can you get to accepting your body? How much closer can you get to just honoring your body and thanking it? How much closer can you get to not being cruel to it and talking smack to it? So you may feel like the idea of body confidence is like, okay, am I supposed to go put on like some bodycon dress, get all made up, and like strut around like I'm the shit? I don't know why, but we have weird things in our heads about what this could mean because of other people, or just how we grew up, or just what we think of when we think of some woman who is really confident in her body, or a man who's confident in his body. But really, body confidence is something that you kind of step into over time. You create this within yourself. And so I want you to think about it not being so much of a stretch and so far away, but taking these little steps towards it. So first of all, like, what would it feel like to you if you felt confident in your body? First, we need to identify that, right? What would it feel like if I felt confident in my body? Would it be that when I get dressed in the morning, I just feel comfortable, I feel good? When I go to social situations, when I go, let's say when I'm presenting at work, when I'm, in a meeting with others, do I feel confident in my outfit and how I'm feeling? It could be something like that. It doesn't have to be all in out sexy, like sex pot or something like that, right? And that's okay if that's your ideal as well. You should feel so good in your body on all those different levels, because most of us, one of my favorite things these days, I just love everybody wearing their little crop tops and they've got just little bit of their skin showing. And I just love it on like all the ladies. I don't know, I just think it looks so cute. But like it takes some time to get there, right? So what is it for you? How would you feel confident if you thought, what would it be like for me to have body confidence? What would that look like? Start to tease that out and then think about, well, what would the first step be? So feel free to drop down your ideas of like, this is what I think of when I think of somebody who has body confidence. Maybe you think of they have an essence about them, they have an energy, because it's not really just about how they look, right? It's about how they act. It's about how things happen for them. So a lot of my clients always laugh because I tell them, depending on where they're at and what they're doing, I'm like, oh yeah, you'll probably be getting a promotion, or we're going to work on your career too. And they just think that's so funny. And then all of a sudden, after they started to do this work, they've gotten promotions. They've gotten a new job. They've, gotten a raise, because there's an essence, there's a feel, there's an energy about feeling confident. It's like, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. This is who I am, right? So there's these things that go along with feeling confident in your body that have absolutely nothing to do really with your body, right? It's just you suddenly settling into yourself and going, holy shit, I am so wonderful. And again, not in a way that's like, I'm better than anyone else. It's, oh my God, I finally see what like an amazing person I am and what I bring to the table. And then other people feel it too, and they love being around that energy. So tell me your thoughts. What would it be like for you to have body confidence? First of all, let's identify that. Second of all, what might be the first step that you think you could take to start owning yourself a little bit more, feeling good in your body? And what's still feeling in the way? And it's okay if there's things that are still in the way, because remember, we're not jumping to suddenly being, oh, I'm just so wonderful. Because the thing is, and maybe we've talked about it, maybe we haven't this round, but like I've seen so many people release weight, and then what? and they get thin, and all of a sudden they think all my worries are going to go away. I'm suddenly going to feel so good in my own skin. But that's not how it works. They don't. First of all, it's still that body dysmorphia. Sometimes it's other things, but they haven't resolved within themselves how to like themselves no matter what, regardless of what they look like on the outside. And so it doesn't matter, right? Because they're still feeling at odds within themselves. And I want you to feel like integrated. I want you to feel like, holy moly, this is who I am. So yes, that was my tirade for today. Let me know what you think about it. Hashtag replay if you're watching a replay. Otherwise, yeah, any questions, any comments, but I really would love to hear, like, what would body confidence mean to you? I want to hear about it because it's going to be different from someone else's. All right, sending you guys so much love. Have a great day.